In this section, we're going to have a look at how we can create footnotes and endnotes. Okay, so a footnote appears at the end of the page that you have referenced an item, and an endnote appears at the end of a document. Okay, so both are used primarily to explain something in more depth or provide reference to somebody else's publication. So, for instance, if you wanted to cite a reference, for example, or if you wanted to add in an interesting comment, which perhaps isn't directly related to the content within the paragraph of text, you can add in a footnote, okay, and that would reference the word, and you would have your additional information, whether it was the author's details or your interesting comment at the end of the page. As I say, an endnote is exactly the same, but it appears at the end of the document. Okay, so very, very quickly and easily, we can show you how to do that. So I'm going to share my document. Okay, so you can enter these manually, okay, but it's best to use the automated facility so that if you make any changes or delete any of your footnotes or endnotes, okay, then the rest will be automatically renumbered. Okay, so an endnote. So the history of the European Union. Okay, so I'm going to click in just to the end of that. Okay, so I've got my insertion point, my flashing cursor. Okay, so I am going to say references, and I'm going to go to the footnotes group. Okay, so references, okay, footnotes, and I am going to insert at this point an endnote. Okay, so I'm going to say insert endnote, and you can see there that it's already put an Roman I, okay, and at the very bottom of the document it has placed a little placeholder for me to add in the text. Okay, so I'm just going to type in something here. Where did I get this information from? Sourced from the internet. Okay, so that is how easy it is to create an endnote. Okay, so let's have a look now how we can create a footnote. Okay, so again, let's have a look at Charlemagne over here. Okay, so we are going to, this time, insert a footnote, okay? And it puts the footnote again at the bottom of the document. Okay, so you can see here again that we have got a little indicator, okay, which I think is a 1. My eyesight's not that good today. Hold on a second while I blast this up. Okay, so we have got a 1. Yep. Okay, so we could type something in here again. Again, I'm just going to type in some random text. Source of my information is the internet. Okay, so if I was to add in another footnote, okay, you can see here that I could scroll from the beginning of the document between them, okay, by just going to next footnote. Okay, so there we have an endnote included, and we have a footnote. Okay, so as I say, endnote at the bottom of the document, okay, the end of the document, and the footnote at the bottom of the page where the text actually exists. Okay, if you hover over either one, okay, you can see there you get a little comment box which tells you source the internet, and again, obviously the same for this one. Okay, if you want to edit, obviously just double click, okay, on the actual indicator within the text, and it will jump you to either the footnote source. Okay, so you can see there that I've actually made a mistake. I wanted to have a colon in there. Okay, so I can quickly amend, okay, just by clicking on the little text indicator, the little placeholder. And again, if I click on that, okay, it takes me to the footnote. Okay, if you want to delete either of them, okay, so we've seen here we can create them, we can hover over them to read the text, and if we want to delete, okay, just place your cursor after the little placeholder, use your backspace, okay, to highlight it, and then just hit delete. Okay, and it will delete it out. So that was my endnote. So you can see there that it's been removed. Okay, so depending on the document, I've used this document before, so I've been playing about with footnotes and endnotes, but by default, a footnote is normally indicated by a capital A, B, or C, and an endnote is normally indicated by our Roman numerals. Okay, so we can change that though. Okay, so we can just click on to, again, the little placeholder. Okay, so just click on this one. In fact, you don't even have to click on it, to be honest with you. You can just go into references. You can go into the options, okay, additional options for your footnotes and endnotes. And depending on whether it's the footnote that you're changing or the endnote, okay, you can make sure you've selected the right radio button. Okay, so mine is a footnote, and you can change the formatting here. Okay, so you can change it to whatever you prefer. Okay, so whether it's lowercase ABC, uppercase Roman numerals, etc. And again, you can do the same with the endnotes. Okay, and it's telling you there that the default footnotes are at the bottom of the page. Okay, you can have it below the text if you want, and endnotes, again, the default is the end of the document. Again, if it's you have section breaks within the document, if it's a large one, you can put it at the end of the section rather than at the end of the document. Okay, so that is how we can very quickly add and edit footnotes and endnotes. Okay, thank you for watching.